Ready to get started? Is everybody here?
Ready.
Um, who's recording? Laura, are you recording?
Yep, recording now.
Okay, so welcome new coaches. We hope that we have given you a lot of great information over the past week. Don't stress if you didn't get a chance to go through it all because it's still going to be up there. You will always be in the group, so we'll start a new one and you'll still be in there. You feel free to take yourself out whenever you want to, but you can always come back. We have a lot of coaches that come back to refresh. So that was really just to kind of give you the nuts and bolts of how to get started as a coach. This week, we are going to teach you what do you need to be doing every single day. Because I remember when I started, it was like, I don't know what I should be doing every day. So we gave you that Power of Threes list. We're going to go through the new coach checklist right now to kind of see where you are. And then we're going to talk about what you should be doing on a daily basis to be successful every single day. And then this week, to hold you accountable, because that's what we do as coaches, we hold each other accountable. Every evening, we will have you post a picture of your tracker. Really just to kind of get in the habit of that daily discipline. This will be a whole week of just accountability, making sure you're doing those things. Sound good? Okay. Who wants to do the new coach checklist? Laura? Jess?
You want to do the checklist? I'll do the tracker.
Okay, Jess, you're muted.
You can pull it on the screen because I'm on my phone and not my computer. I can go through the checklist. My computer hates me today.
Raquel, you're muted.
You're going to have to see my messy screen. I wasn't prepared.
You are. Okay, so while she's pulling it up, so new coach checklist. This is something we developed because as a new coach, it can be overwhelming. Overwhelming stuff just simply don't matter yet. So don't overthink anything. Top priority is that you should be sharing your journey on social media with Laura's with a tracker, but just think about working on yourself, feeling good about yourself, sharing that as your personal diary, and I guarantee everything else will fall into place. But it's nice to have a checklist to go off of so that you can figure out, okay, if I'm trying to get to point A or B or C in my business, I need to make sure these things are happening. Because I know for us in the beginning, a lot of times we would figure something out way later after we fumbled on it. So we try to set you up for success so that you kind of see a tiny glimpse of what your big picture looks like, but it's not so much that you feel like you need to be all over the place in 1,000 groups and 100 different trainings. Just something you can print off, keep it simple, and then you can go over it with your upline coach to make sure that you're on track for what your goals are and your pace. Most important, business is about you and your pace. Here's what I'll say. On the your speed, how you want to do it. Maybe you're part-time. Maybe you are going all in. This is like you want to quit your full-time job by the end of this year. Everybody has a different place. Pick what that is. Make sure that your coach knows where that is, because that's going to determine what your pace looks like, what your tracker looks like, how fast you go through this checklist. But don't let anybody dictate what your business is. It's all about you. Okay. Can everybody see the checklist okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume I can't because it's phone, so let me just pull it up on my computer so that I can see what I'm talking about. Please pause.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and then when you're ready, let me know. So the Team VIP new coach game plan, we will upload this into the file section of Bootcamp. And we really want you to kind of like use it as a guide, especially when you're beginning, because we know we overload you with a lot of information. So the journey as a coach began on, tell us what day you signed up, and then why did you do this? Everybody's going to have a different why, and it's constantly going to be changing. Maybe you signed up for accountability. Maybe you signed up for a community, our awesome team community. Maybe you're looking to really go all in and create a business and a different income for yourself. Whatever that is, write it down and just know that it's going to constantly be changing as you grow in this business. Your beginning goals that we talked about in this bootcamp this week is we want to help you get 3 people started with a challenge pack. If you do this, you are going to get your Shakeology paid for, which is awesome. The beautiful thing is we just launched the All Access Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, which gives people access to every single program Beachbody has ever created, plus every single program that will be launched in 2017. They can access it through their phone, their iPad, computer, Roku. They have a smart TV. I have an Amazon Fire Stick. It's awesome. It's such a good deal. If you get people set up with 2 of those, boom, I've already made back your initial investment. Used to be we would help you want to get 3, which we obviously do, but hitting Success Club is when you help 3 people. But if you sell one of those all access challenge packs, you automatically hit Success Club and you make back your investment, which is amazing. Which is really what we want to talk about too. We'll talk about Success Club. You'll hear it. We will post Success Club boards every single Monday. And if you're not familiar with how to do that, again, just to reiterate, 2 points every time you sell a challenge pack, workout plus Shakeology. If you're getting people set up with that all access, 3 points. If you have somebody who just wants to get Shakeology on their own on Home Direct, that will be 1 point. The goal is the minimum 5 points every month. When you do that, we say you are in the Success Club. And we just found that those that really make a habit of hitting Success consistently are the ones that are going to see their income grow and build a business. Beautiful thing about when you hit Success Club, if you do it your first 3 months in the business, Beachbody will actually gift you a free ticket to Summit. It's worth $300. I think it's $295, so $300. It's going to be in New Orleans in July this year, and you will get a free ticket to go to that if you hit Success Club in your first 3 months. Now, if you sign up at the end of December and you're like, oh no, I didn't hit it, no worries. They count January as your first official month. If you did happen to hit Success Club in December, cool, they'll count that as your month 1, January will be month 2, and then February will be month 3. Jessica, are you good?
Good to go.
Okay, go ahead. You can take over.
Moving on from, so you've probably heard in the business or in the team we've seen us rank advancements. And on Tuesdays, rank advancements change. So every week your payday is on Thursday. So you get week it's on Thursday, and then any rank advancements that occur in the business, you moving further along, then you will see that on Thursdays as well. So if you saw this past week, we had some emeralds, we had some diamond. That's kind of what we're going to talk about. Emerald is the first step of your business, and the one that you'll hit most often. Most people emerald in a week to 2 weeks. It's a little bit longer, but really you just have one person that joins on your left leg and one person that joins on your right leg. Most of the time it's just going to be a spouse and a friend or family member. If it's ever had for business, maybe not. For me, it was my cousin and husband. My cousin is no longer active. She still does challenge groups, but she's never in the business whatsoever. She just loves the products. So it doesn't matter who those people are, but the faster that you go emerald, the quickest, because that's what really activates your business. That is like, I am open for business. Here we go. It allows you to have a team cycle bonus. I'm not going to go too far into detail with. However, am I cutting out for you?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
How you talk about this? I don't want to cut out.
Okay, so she just talked about Emerald. That's how you activate getting 2 people started. If you need help brainstorming ways to get there, we are more than welcome to help, or we are more than happy to help you figure that out. The next step is Ruby, and all that means is you have 4 coaches, 2 on your left, 2 on your right, and 1 on each leg is Emerald. A lot of people tend to skip over this step and go straight to Diamond, which is kind of like a really big stepping stone in your business. And that is when you have 4 coaches on your right, 4 coaches on your left leg, and then 1 on each side is an Emerald as well. The way I look at Diamond is that you're just basically going to go Emerald 4 times, and then you're going to teach 2 people how to go Emerald too. So it can really be, I say it's a decision. I would go ahead and set a goal for this. We have people who go Diamond, have been going Diamond pretty quickly. So that's a goal for you. I definitely say do it. It's definitely attainable for you, especially as you're getting going in 2017. And you can work with your upline coach and they can really help you to see how to get to Diamond quickly as well. Okay, so the next thing, did somebody say something?
Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
go ahead.
Am I still cutting out?
Good.
Good? Okay. I switched over to just my cell phone. Okay, so with rank advancements, me tell you this. Don't stress about it. Let your upline take care of the stress because your upline's already been through it. So they'll be able to tell you what these people, they'll be able to take care for you. When you get ready to sign those coaches, you just send them a message and say, hey, I've got somebody signing up. Where's the best place to put them? Don't with your Emerald, sign up your spouse or your significant other immediately, if not sooner. Even if they sign up and then they go inactive, other than that monthly business service fee, you want them super high in your business because it's going to benefit you financially so much down the road. That's all I'll say about that. Just do it. I promise you 1,000 times it's so worth it. And then going through the checklist that you see underneath that diamond. So this is just kind of things you can make sure. Have I done these? Where am I at on it? What do I accomplish? This will help you set up for success. Obviously, you've already signed up for us to be a coach. You're a little rock star. Welcome to the team. We're so glad to have you. You should have had a call with your upline, maybe before you signed up, maybe right after, maybe you haven't had it yet. If you haven't, reach out. It's just good to chat on the phone via Zoom or on the phone to figure out what do I want out of my business? Where am I now? What do I feel like I need training in? And just kind of make sure you guys are on the same page as a pair. You want to announce yourself as a coach on a Facebook page. I saw some awesome announcements as we went through Coach Bootcamp this time, so super good job. If you haven't done it yet, please feel free to use those examples that we gave you guys on day one and make it happen. You have to put yourself out there in order to get that ball rolling. Complete the new coach training emails. There are 6 emails that your coach should have sent you. If you didn't get them, we'll definitely make sure your coach gets them out to you, but they're just little snippets of training. Don't feel like you have to. But do make sure you get through each and every one. It's just all the information that you need to know about coaching, about your business, but you want to have them in emails to go back and refer to. Join and complete the boot camp. You just are halfway through. This second week is going to be all about accountability using the tracker that Laura is going to explain next. And then if you haven't been added to the VIP page, you'll be added either today or at the end of boot camp, depending on what works best for you and your coach. And then VIP calls are every Sunday at 9 p.m. So we host full team-wide calls every Sunday at 9, going over different training every time. So we talk schedules. Tonight we're talking about social media. I hope to see you guys on the call. But every Sunday at 9, please put this on your calendar, make time for it. I know it's Sunday night and you want to be vegging out on the couch and in your jammies, but these 30 minutes will transform your business. I guarantee. It's just so pivotal and keeping our community tight and helping you make sure that you don't get in your own way. Sometimes we just need to hear things from other people to see, like, you know what, I can do this, or man, I never thought about doing it that way, or man, that just got me out of my funk. So please put that and make it a priority. We do record them should you need to. And then you can do a phone call or a Zoom call with your coach as needed. Some people, you just hit the ground running and go on with your bad self. Some people, it works really well to have a weekly call. Do what works best for you, and remember to do your 4 vital behaviors. Again, we talked about in boot camp, so I won't go over it, but those 4 vital behaviors, they seem so simple, but they will make or break your success. And each and every one of you has every bit of potential to do amazing things in this business. Okay, I'm gonna let Laura talk about the tracker that we're gonna use next week.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Jessica. Okay, so Raquel, can you exit really fast so I can share?
Yes, let me
Okay,
stop
perfect.
sharing my screen.
Okay. Okay, I'll see this. Okay, we're going to go to the Coach Bootcamp because Raquel just uploaded. It was on Friday. Someone's chatting. Okay, cool. Okay, so if you'll see this. Okay, what's awesome about the Power of 3, so just FYI, so we have about 10 more minutes. So the Power of 3s, I do this every single day, like non-negotiable. If there is one reason why I'm successful or try to be successful in this business, it is because of the Power of 3s. You print this baby off, you do it every day, non-negotiable. Okay, what's awesome about this first page is what you check off, what you fill in, right? The second page, third page, these are examples that you can use. So please look over these when we get off the call, print it off. You can use these as templates to connect with people. You can use these templates for challengers, for coaches, but we're just going to go through a little of the day-to-day. So every single day. So Monday, add 3 people. So you're going to constantly be expanding your network. So for me, whenever I first started coaching, I would add people that I saw from high school or elementary school, middle school. And then once that is depleted, what I do is I start branching out to the groups I'm involved in. You might have like a neighborhood mom group. You might have a neighborhood garage sale group. I have military puppies, so I got in that group, and a couple of people from that are now coaches. So you never know who is going to watch you. And that is exactly why we post 3 times a day, is to get people engaged, to get people seeing what we're doing. And then eventually they're going to ask, or you're going to ask them to be a part of you. So connect with 3 people a day, add 3 people a day. Connecting, this can mean a lot of different things. For me, it means a private message. If someone maybe just had a baby, someone got married, maybe, something happened, and then you can reach out and connect. Maybe you loved their dress. This business is all about building relationships. Okay. So really we share a journey, we build relationships, and we get people to trust us. So when we ask them to join us in a challenge group, we have their trust. They trust that we're going to provide them with great material, with a great program, and give them results. Okay. So connect with 3 people a day. Invite 3 people a day, whether that's inviting them to a challenge group, whether that can be inviting them to the coaching opportunity. I know that for me, that is the hardest part of this business, is inviting people, but I do it because people will eventually say yes. You will get some no's. You will get some blank nothing, no response, and that is totally okay, and that happens. And then you'll get some yeses. Right? So even if, I know Janie, she's a new coach on the call. Hey, Janie. I asked Janie to be a coach literally February of last year. And then I looked back on her messages and I maybe said happy birthday to her. And then all of a sudden she reached out and she was like, I'm ready. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, where have you been? So you never know who is watching you. That is why we're always constantly reaching out to people. Follow up. Those people that did not say a word, those people that said just not right now, those people that maybe said yes but never actually followed through, constantly follow up. So we're following up with 3 people a day. Post on social media. That is, when I first started off, I might have posted every other week. And then right when I became a coach, it was 3 times a day. And it's not just, look, I'm a Beachbody coach, I'm doing this. It is sharing my journey. It is talking about my habits. It's talking about my hobbies. It's talking about those things. And email number 4, when you get as a new coach, look at that email, watch that video, figure out what you want to talk about, figure out your brand, right? It might not be the same as the next person. You are you, and own it, right? If you scroll down just a little bit more, presenting the coaching opportunity, it does not matter if you signed up today. You can still talk about the business. You can still ask people to join you. For me, my coaches, when I first started off, were really like my family and some of my good friends, because how they work, that you could be in this business together and rock it. And that's a great thing. So really, when I first started off, like, I have my sister on board, my cousin on board, and it's a great thing to extend to the closest people beside you. So start making a list of those people that you think would be great coaches now. And it's never too early to ask them, because like we said, look at your upline, ask them for help, right? If you don't really know how to talk to someone yet about the coaching opportunity, get on one of these calls with your upline, and your upline will do it for you. Okay. I've done that many times. And so that's a great opportunity. So don't be afraid. We have the Coach Bootcamp for you. We have the Coach Bootcamp for your coach. So don't worry about that. It's all about just talking about your opportunity, talking about your experience, and getting out there. So do that 3 times a week. That's really important. So if you scroll down and then to the right, daily. So personal development, this is huge. And this is something I kind of like went under the rug for a little bit when I signed up. But personal development means either finding a book, finding a podcast, and doing it every day for at least 10 minutes. We say 10 minutes, but I'm popping in a podcast on my way to work. I'm popping in a podcast on my way home from work. I'm listening to the National Wake Up Call. Those are on Mondays at 10 a.m. I never can listen to it on a Monday at 10 a.m. Never listen to it live. I don't even know how to do that. I just do it from my phone. So it's a podcast. It's called Beachbody National Wake Up Call. You can download it and listen to it. There's tons of personal development out there. You Are a Badass is a really good one. The Compound Effect changed my life about this business. That is an awesome one. Okay, we'll move on, but know that personal development, do that at least 10 times a day. It's going to make you become a better person. It's going to make you become a better coach for your challengers and your coaches. Working out. So this is a big thing. Start a program and finish it. We are constantly doing that. I know, excuse me, I'm on the ultimate reset. I'm not really working out right now, but I know I'm going to do the 21-day fix right when I get done. But I'm on my journey right now. So pick a workout and do it to the end. Once you're done, pick another workout and do it to the end. We are constantly showing our journey. It's funny. I was listening to a National Wake Up Call when I was coming to College Station, and Elizabeth, I forget her last name, but she was saying, my business grew the most whenever I started a program and finished a program. And most coaches will say that. When does your business grow? It's when you start a program and you finish it and you show your journey the whole time. Shakeology, non-negotiable. I know a lot of you had Shakeology. It's an everyday thing. We're doing it every day. Weekly, National Wake Up Call. I discussed that. That's on Mondays. Coach check-ins. So you're checking in with your coaches at least once a week. Customer check-ins. I like to do that on Sundays or Mondays. That's every single week. Monthly, we talked a little bit about it, Achieving Success Club. I set a goal for Success Club 10 every single month. I will not go below that. Adding one new coach every single month and add 5 people to the business opportunity call. So that is every week. So it's usually on a Thursday. I think it's on the 19th this month. And the calendar is pinned at the top of Team VIP. So I know that was pretty quickly, but we do just have 2 more minutes left. So let us know. We'll open up the lines, or just unmute yourself if you have any questions right now.
I'm going to bounce out so I can open up the other meeting. Okay.
Okay, so the most important thing, you guys can definitely overshadow me with questions because I want you to have your time. But the most important thing that Laura talked about, and this is something that we did not do a good job of early on in our business, Laura did a great job, me not so much, is sticking to a program legitimately from start to finish, like she was saying. And I know she said how important it is, but I cannot tell you the difference that it made when I was actually doing something from day 1 through day 60 or day 30 or day 21, but posting about it every day. And not necessarily, here's my workout every day, but maybe day 2, talk about food. Day 3, talk about Shakeology. Day 4, it's changed my life or changed my energy, whatever. But tell people what day you're on, because people love to follow a story. And they want to know who you are and what your story is. So, and something I heard this weekend at Super Saturday, which really was like, boom, yes, I need to get on board with that. Write down the 10 things you don't want people to know about you. And that's what you should be talking about. Because for me, I'm really bad about this. Sometimes I only like to share the shiny good life. But obviously we all have struggles. That's why we became a coach, is because we were looking for something, whether it was personal development or it was a way to get healthy and fit, or for me, a way to stay accountable, but yet still be able to grow a business, and, so many multitudes of reasons. But we all got in this because we're not perfect. So don't hide from those things, because that's what's going to draw other people to you. So write that list, 10 things you don't want anybody to know about you, and make sure you share them on social media. I know it's hard, but I promise the more vulnerable you get, the more engagement you'll get, and the better feedback. Any questions? Okay, cool. Well, we'll record it. If you need to watch it again, we're going to jump over to the VIP call. So the link is in VIP. Hopefully we'll see you in approximately 25 seconds.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.